wanted to talk about the psyche of these anti-FBAs or so-called BA boxing fans. So FBA fighters or so-called BA fighters don't really leave any room for criticism. And yes, criticism can be found about these FBA fighters, but they really don't leave any room for criticism. And over the years, a lot of these anti-FBAs or so-called anti-BA fans found something to criticize about these FBAs or so-called BA fighters. And that is them not fighting one another, which I call cap on that. But anyways, over the years, they have been dragging these FBA fighters or so-called BA fighters for not fighting one another. And when it comes to these FBA fighters or so-called BA fighters not fighting one another, it's not a large percent of them. It's a minority, right? It's that this narrative is based on 2 or 3 fighters. All right, Shakur Stevenson is based around Shakur Stevenson not fighting Keyshawn Davis. That's where it all stems from. You know, you could say, well, Shakur Stevenson never fought Tank. Tank never fought Devin. Shakur never fought Devin. You can say that, but at the end of the day, that's not the majority. That's actually the minority. Because Devin Haney, last time I checked, whooped on Brian Norman Jr., who was at one point a rival for Jaron Ennis. You know, sure, Jaron Ennis and Brian Norman Jr. didn't fight each other, but that didn't stop Devin Haney from fighting Brian Norman Jr. Keyshawn Davis is getting criticized for not fighting his friend Shakur Stevenson. But here you have Devin Haney looking to fight Keyshawn Davis. Tank Davis, he whooped on Frank Martin, who at one point was a part of that Big Four conversation. Frank Martin was coming off an impressive victory over Michel Rivera, and he was included into that conversation. So it's not like this is the norm. You know, FBAs or so-called BA fighters not fighting each other is the norm. It's not the norm. It's a small minority of these FBA fighters or so-called BA fighters not fighting each other. And the conversation is really centered around Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. But here you have these fans who use this as an opportunity to try to criticize them. But then when it comes to giving credit to where credit's due, it's non-existent. These fans are not giving Devin Haney credit for not ducking any smoke. Devin Haney is the only fighter right now that's active, that's running to the smoke. He may not be able to get all the fights that we want to see as fans, but at least he's letting the boxing world know that, hey, he is trying to fight everybody. He signed with Zuffa, so does Shakur Stevenson. Keyshawn Davis just beat Nahir Upright. Not even an hour after Keyshawn Davis's win. You have Devin Haney talking about deep blows coming from you, Keyshawn. Keyshawn's been calling out Devin Haney for quite some time. Now Devin Haney is available. Devin Haney is calling out Keyshawn. At least we can give credit to where credit's due. Because if this was any other fighter that's calling out someone like a Keyshawn that wasn't FBA or so-called BA, a ton of credit would have been given to that fighter. After Terrence Crawford demolished Errol Spence Jr. back in 2023, I stated on my old channel that the next super fight will be between Devin Haney and Jaron Ennis. And Devin Haney around that time was still a lightweight while Jaron Ennis was a welterweight. I stated that this fight between the two will be the next super fight in boxing. Now, look at the conversation. Look where it's at. People are now demanding for this fight to happen. And I truly believe if Jaron Ennis take care of his business with Xander Zayas and Devin Haney beats on Keyshawn Davis, you better believe that this will be a huge conversation. A potential fight between the two of them. Boxing fans are going to want to see this because now you have Jaron Ennis responding to Devin Haney calling him a duck, which makes the conversation even more intriguing. John Ennis usually don't respond to fighters who called him a duck or talk ish to him. But he responded to Devin Haney, basically calling him a duck. And this interview that Devin did, basically, exposing John Ennis for, not considering him as an opponent, happened a couple of years ago. But John Ennis is finally responding to it. So now we got a conversation there. And I truly believe that if John Ennis were to press Devin isn't going to take a step back. He's going to want that smoke. And Devin don't get enough credit for what boxing fans want these fighters to do. Again, the narrative and the criticism towards the FBA fighters is that they don't fight each other. But here you have Devin Haney, who's doing everything that most of these FBA fighters are being criticized for not doing. Devin Haney is walking to the smoke, and yet he still has haters. That is crazy. And it's nasty work. It truly is. It's nasty work.